Welcome to another Mortal Online 2 video. I'm BasedBellagio.
Impressive. Very nice.
Today I am going to walk around Toxai and show you around in the background as you guys listen to me rant about the current state of the game, the current state of development of the development team STAR-NWLT, of Henrik.
This is my sandbox. Fake ass horses, your fake beard, and your non-existent muscles.
And I'm gonna get ranty. We're gonna be ranting, but I'm gonna also offer my opinion on what they could be doing better. What STAR-NWLT could be doing better. Let's start out by just saying that I am a huge fan of Mortal Online 2. I just started playing about a month and a half before release. We'll talk about that in a minute. I'm a huge fan. I've never played Mortal Online 1. I'm not a veteran. I don't have problems with STAR-NWLT or Henrik like many veterans do that played Mortal Online 1. And that's where we're going to start. The reputation from the players themselves. There is a big portion of the community that loves the game and loves Mortal Online 1 and 2 and plays it. That's why we're all here, because we love the game.
Love this game.
What the hell? You see this? What the guys? What the hell's going on? Our lucky day. That's why we're all here. We're playing the game. We like the game. But there is a contingent of people. Unbelievable. Is this a spawn, Henrik? Come on. Is this my lucky day or what? I'm stranded here in Toxai. If you watch the last episode, you'll see why. But anyway, there's a small contingent of players in this community that don't like the development team. They don't like the way that they have... Oh my god. They don't like the way that they've handled themselves, that they've handled development, empty promises. This is all in their words too. Empty promises, not delivering on things, late on things. They always quote Mortal Online 1, how long things took, yada yada. Many problems, and you know what I'm talking about.
Man, fuck you! No, fuck you, man! No!
In a sense. And I don't want to prove them right. But the longer STAR-NWLT holds off on basic bug fixing, basic glitches, the longer that they just keep adding content, and not even the content that the community is begging for, they are almost achieving this reputation. My biggest bones to pick with STAR-NWLT, maybe we should start there, is they're not hiring. Okay, any growing company, when you enter the arena, we call it, Mortal Online 1, I never even heard about. It was never advertised to me. No one in my gaming circles talked about it. I wasn't in the hardcore PvP MMO circle. That is the circle you had to be in to hear about Mortal Online 1. Otherwise, you know, Henrik doesn't advertise. We'll talk about that next.
Why isn't it possible? It's just not.
But when I understand they want to keep things small. They're like a tight-knit company. They've been there forever. You know, they're working on this dream project. But they don't want to hire people. It's very odd to me. They like even a whole separate team that just fixes bugs. All they do is sniff out bugs, find the bugs, fix the bugs. That's it. It's like, really? And, you know, it might be a money issue. We'll talk about that next. You know, the money aspect of this game. But I don't know. That bothers me. And going into the bugs, you know, all the veteran players that are still playing today, you know, veterans like Bratwire. He's been playing this game since the beginning. And he hasn't stopped playing this game. He might take a break to play second games like Star Citizen, but he loves this game. And you know, STAR-NWLT didn't even invite him to their little streamer episode, you know, where all the streamers are on. Jonah was up there. We had Ice Prime taking bong rips up there. But all those guys are big streamers that'll help promote the game. Yes, yes. But, you know, they love this game, but they don't live in this game. Like veterans like Bratwire, who should have been invited to that stream. That's another, you know, don't be out of touch with your community. StarVault, you should know by now who are your lifers, you know? I am taking a break from playing the game. We could talk about that briefly. The content is lacking for someone like me, someone who hasn't played Mortal Online 1. I'm not vested in this game. I love this game. I think this game has immense potential. Immense potential. I don't want them to squander it. Take a look at this. We have, this is a side note, we have an image up on the screen to hide my guild chat, to hide chatter, just to be polite, you know, if they're talking about politics or war. Check this out. I'm going to turn that off. We don't even need to have it. This entire video so far, not one person has chatted locally. I don't have the help chat enabled, so I'm not going to say help chat's dead. I'm sure help chat is popping off. But no one in my guild is even typing. I'm in the Artisans, one of the biggest guilds out there. And it's just a dead Wednesday morning. The population of the game is dwindling. Even veterans are taking a break for other games like V Rising, which to me looks like shit. But that's just my opinion. It's probably a great game. It's just not my kind of game. I've never been into the Diablos. I played Diablo 1 and 2. They're classics. But again, just not my style. But my whole point is this. StarVault and Henrik, they're not retaining players. And on top of that, let's get into the topic of advertising. They aren't even advertising for new players to come in.
Why not, you stupid bastard?
And enjoy the amazing early gameplay loop that we have right now. Yes, it's broken in some senses. Yes, it doesn't fully work. Okay? Like, the end game is null and void. There is no end game right now in Mortal Online 2 besides killing horses, killing players. PvP. Which is cool, but even the PvP in endgame is a little hollow. Right now, but they're adding things, I understand that. We're just talking about currently. What world do we live in that broken games don't advertise? Like, there's been hundreds of memes been made about games that come out broken but then redeem themselves. Look at No Man's Sky, the famous game. The famous game that when it released and was advertised and everybody played it, it was shite. Utter shite. But the game developed and molded into something very playable and very fun compared to what it was. So what I'm saying is, why? What reality do we live in where why doesn't StarVault want to promote this game? Why don't we want new people coming in? And the scary thing is, it might be because the servers can't handle it. Very scary thing. But that's for a whole separate video. That's the only reason I could think of why they don't want to promote this game and advertise. Because even broken games advertise. That would help generate revenue for them to hire new people and keep morale high at the office. Because you have to think about it right now, where is the income coming from? There's no subscriptions, and even if there are subscriptions, right now in the current state with nothing to do, that would just kill the player base completely. What do you guys think? Comment down below on that. So anyway, my two suggestions so far is to advertise the game right now, because the beginning game, like a brand new player playing this game will play this game for months because there's a lot to do. There's a lot to do for new players. It's just right now, in my opinion, when you get the end game, for me, it's just like, how many times can I go out farming? for the same animals? How many stockpiles, you know, how many towns can I fill up with a stockpile for future PvP? PvP is fun. I love the PvP in this game, but my whole point is I like MMOs for not just PvP, but for the character development, for the progression development, like progressing stuff to do, things to unlock. I understand that trinkets are coming, legendary items are coming, and creations, and go out and find that stuff. Yes, some of it's even here right now. But it's still not enough to bring me back, you know? Still not quite enough. But you'll let me know your comments down below. Finally, I want to finish by saying StarVault, for the size of their team, they have created an amazing game. Even if you criticize things like pre-bought assets that are barely changed, this, that, and the other, it still has a lot here to do. It's not just a copy-pasted game or copy-pasted mechanics. These are mechanics that they have built in Mortal Online 1 that they're updating and refining and bringing over here. And I totally agree with Henrik's mentality that, you know, someday this game's going to be amazing. And he's right. In 1 year, this game might be incredible. Like, everyone's playing it and talking about it, you know? But we can't have that mentality because the player base that are veterans and like have been here since beta, they are getting upset. They're not happy. We have to keep everyone happy. We need to do something now to keep players coming in. New players will keep the veteran lifers happy, coming in, doing stuff, you know? So the main thing is they need to advertise. Like how did I find this game? I a couple months before release, I just turned on Twitch one day, and on the Twitch front page suggested to me was Mortal Online 2, and Bratwire was playing it. He had like 100 people watching him, and I joined in, and I was like shocked. I was like, what is this game? This game exists? What? How have I never heard of this before? And that tells you right there that Henrik and the team, they were doing some mild advertising through Twitch. And because why would Twitch suggest that to me randomly? Because it was a paid advertisement. That's a little insider trick there. So Henrik needs to pay Twitch some more, pay YouTube, pay some, just get the word out there to, you know, to try this game. IGN needs to make an article, pay them, you know. It's a massively fun early to mid game for new players that'll keep them busy for months. You know what I mean? And end game for players that are like more hardcore than I am. You know? But I am waiting for some more content. Personally, Necromancy is going to get me to come back. We can go hunting for that. Develop our character that way, you know? I want to try that out. So that's what I'm excited for. We are behind, though, on the updates. I wonder if it's a month behind, 2 months behind the roadmap. You know? But at the end of the day, we all want this game to succeed. Again, StarVault, you are doing great. For what we're working with, a small team of people. But there's no excuse why you're not advertising. If No Man's Sky can release Broken and advertise, just take the meme. Take the hit on the chin. So, you know, that the meme will be that Mortal Online 2 is not finished. It's still in a beta phase that they released it. But, there's a huge but. You know, as you guys update the game and come out with more and more stuff, this game is going to become incredible. It's going to redeem itself. It'll be like that redemption story that everybody loves, just like No Man's Sky. And I heavily suggest you do this. Well, thank you very much for watching. Comment down below if you like or dislike. Let me know what you think about the game. If what I said is right or wrong. and I will catch you on the next one. Thank you for watching.